Hey guys, LemonNation here, and I'm joined by the magnificent winners of IEM San Jose, LemonNation, and Balls. First off, coming into this event, IEM, second after international tournament after Worlds for you guys afterwards, but for a while, yeah. How'd you guys prepare for IEM?
We've been scrimming for a long time, longer than basically any other team that I know of at this tournament. I don't really know the specifics of Unicorns of Love or anything like that, but we've been scrimming basically.
It's like a month after Korea. I think a month after Korea.
Sounds right.
We came back. Was it November 28th?
We had like a 2-week break after
Or
Korea.
October 28th. We came back.
Yeah. We didn't
that's
have a
it.
long break.
We came back November
And
1,
we started
and then that's
scrimming
when
right
we started
away.
screaming.
And I guess it paid off. It was good.
Word.
Balls, was there anything specific that you wanted to prepare for in the top lane? I know the meta changed a little bit, especially in the jungle. What was that like for you?
Well, top lane, Gnar came in, so I had to practice a lot of Gnar, but then when the tournament came, it didn't work out because a lot of people had like good counters against Gnar, and I didn't perform on Gnar, so we just had to ban it. And then Lissandra was a new champ that I picked up, and that was working really well.
Coming into the semifinals against Alliance, I know that we're reversing a little bit, but what was that matchup like against Wicked? I know that he is a great top laner for Alliance, but was there anything prepared against him?
There was not that much prepared, except for banning Aurelia and then banning Rumble, and I had to play like Lissandra versus Maokai, and that was just pretty much the matchup. I played Gnar versus Maokai, and died once, so I let Maokai snowball, and I just had to not let that happen.
We should have had just a gentleman's agreement of leave up Rumble and Aurelia. See who wins.
Yeah, we could have done that matchup and see who wins, but never happened.
For you, LemonNation, when in the bot lane, obviously with the new jungle changes, did you have anything prepped against coming into patch 4.20? It's a new map. Did Cloud9 want to really adapt specifically for the jungle with Meteos? Did you have anything theory crafting for yourself?
I mean, the only thing that really affects bot lane from the jungle is that everything spawns at 155. So you basically want to do double golems or gromp, and you get like a huge advantage if you do that, and then the team doesn't. A huge advantage. Besides that, the only thing really different for her support was Soraka came into fruition. Like, she was not anything at Worlds, and then she got reworked, and now she's a very strong pick.
I know in Worlds you guys played against Alliance. You guys were in the same group. At that time, you played against Tabs and Nymph. I know Reckless is on headlines for a little bit lately. Was there any difference in the bot lane for you when you guys went against Reckless and Nymph?
I couldn't say for sure.
For you, Balls, I know that coming into this IEM tournament from Worlds, was there anything different that you could have changed in that game? I know that both of you, Alliance was able to take off one game. How do you handle that pressure of actually getting one game taken away, but keeping it, your morale, was the morale affected?
Yeah, definitely. After I died solo kill and failing the turret dive on Wicked, I kind of went on tilt and started not talking. But after the next game, like, I just focused on like not going on tilt, and that we can just win it.
Any like tips for solo queue players or anything like that to not go on tilt, I guess? Or?
Well, in solo queue, if you're on tilt, just stop playing. That's the easy thing to do. You can't do that in a tournament, but in solo queue, definitely stop playing.
I noticed that when you guys went against Unicorns of Love, was it surprising that TSM, I know it is an upset, but were you expecting to go against TSM in the final?
I mean, we definitely thought TSM was going to make it to the finals. It seemed like their side of the bracket was pretty free for them to make it, and we were very surprised that Unicorns of Love was able to beat them, and beat them so, like,
Dominantly.
yeah.
When obviously in TSM versus Unicorns Love, they pulled out some pocket picks of Twisted Fate Jungle and even Poppy back in your game. Were you guys? Would you guys were you prepared for those flex picks and bans?
I was actually prepared to play against Poppy because there were some scrims where whenever we first picked Maokai, the other team would pick Poppy, and Maokai can't really stop Poppy in team fights. So Poppy just gets away with whatever. So we're pretty much prepared for it.
We have Mac Noon to thank for that. Mac Noon prepared us for the Poppy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know that Power of Evil, Unicorns of Love, he actually almost single-handedly and solo killed Bjergsen in the mid lane. Did you have any advice or preparation for High in terms of that before on day one?
I think High would be the one to ask for that. He's the one who dealt with it. I gave him no advice on how to deal with their mid laner. We just tried to get the best matchup we possibly could get.
I think just not dying level 2 because the TF jungle got a level 2 gank off, blew Bjergsen's flash. So I think that pretty much snowballed against LeBlanc because if you don't have flash against LeBlanc, she gets level 6, she just kills you.
Coming in at patch 4.20, obviously right before this tournament, Korea had their preseason, a couple games in the preseason. Did you guys take anything from those games coming into IEM?
Well, from those games, we saw that LeBlanc was going to be like a very relevant pick. So we were basically preparing to be against that. We thought that was going to be a much more common pick than it actually was at this tournament. And also, that's when we actually were practicing Lysandra before we saw that, weren't we?
We started picking up Lysandra a day before, so we were prepared.
But we saw that Lysandra started getting pick up like a big, basically
First
a lot.
rotation?
Yeah.
First
yeah.
rotation pick.
So we started prioritizing it higher and higher.
Was there anyone at this tournament, I know that, congrats on the win, by the way. Was there anyone at this tournament, even though that you guys won, that really stuck out to you and maybe even would incorporate it in your own play?
What do you think?
Top laner of UOL. That guy's a beast. I don't know, like when I was pushing against him and he was playing Maokai, he had like almost perfect CS. And that was impressive.
Yeah, he does seem like he's their best player, their top laner. He seems extremely strong. Their mid laner as well, and their support on Thresh is amazing. Like, he's an amazing Thresh. That's why we made sure not to give it to him.
Is there a particular way that maybe he plays Thresh differently, or would he be like considered like the Mad Life of EU or something? Or
Catches.
Yeah.
I don't know, pretty much a playmaking champ like Thresh where you can save anyone and then make picks has to be OP.
was that the specific? Was that?
Blitz.
Blitz. You can't save people with Blitz. Thresh can.
Yeah, true.
Was that the specific like play that maybe stuck out for you? But like, is that the one thing you guys really targeted against Unicorns of Love, even though in your best of 5?
There were, in the previous matches, a lot of their players only played a few champs, like 1 or 2. So we were basically targeting that, trying to put 3 of their players on uncomfortable picks. And I think we did that successfully.
I know that you guys you do a lot of theory crafting for Cloud9, especially in the bot lane and obviously for your team. Did you have any say and advice for Meteos to only play Lee Sin and Jarvan in the jungle? I noticed that he did that throughout the entire tournament. Was there a specific reason why?
A lot of people kind of got hung up on Warwick. Like, we played against Warwick a lot in scrims, and Warwick just wasn't performing that well. We consistently do well against it, so we were basically just giving these people all of these random jungle picks that they wanted to do, and picking the strong, like, early game junglers and just getting strong leads and winning the game from that.
Now, leading into Season 5, obviously there's going to be a lot of changes. The meta's going to change a little bit. There's going to be new patch notes coming out very soon. Is there any specific thing that you guys maybe would want to change, but maybe to like perfect even your play, or kind of expect something to be changed in your role?
I want the jungle camps not to spawn at 155 at bot lane. It adds so much randomness to who like wins it. Since both teams are doing it, basically depending on how like the creeps in lane like stack up, sometimes like creeps will die earlier, and then one team will miss more XP bot and they'll just get destroyed from that, and it's very random.
How about you, Balls?
There's not much changing top lane, I think, but I just have to focus on making better TPs and wave control.
Do you want like for top lane? Do you want TP or summoner spells or even anything of relevance? Is there a specific champion that you want to see in the top lane played?
Specific champion? I can't think of one right now. What do you think? champion yay. We don't know.
Any support champion that you guys want to see?
Blitz.
All right, guys. Thank you for accepting this interview for one. But also, congratulations on the IEM San Jose win. Like your first invitational, I suppose, win, taking home $25,000. Last comments or shout outs to fans or plugins?
I just want to say that I want Thresh Top to be a thing. We do all the time. He plays Thresh Top, I play Blitz support. We just destroy them.
Like crazy hooks, lantern all the way back.
Yeah. Are you want to give a shout out to all our sponsors?
I don't know. Thanks to all the fans that came out to watch us, and thanks for supporting us.
And thank you to all of our sponsors, everyone. I love you all.
All right, guys. I'm Leonix.
I'm Logitech.
If you want more video content just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube and Facebook. Other than that, until next time.